At the top step, and the assembled crowd from the State Department, the media, the Washington elites have a collective orgasm over the fact that they now feel safe, that the world is safe, that he, Gorbachev, has arrived. The truth be known, Gorbachev was the world's first messiah. Obama is number 2. So they had these collective shrieks, and they were groaning, and that gave birth to the phenomenon known as the Gorbasm. I have met Mikhail Gorbachev, George H.W. Bush's 80th birthday party, Reliance Stadium in Houston. I had my photo taken next to Gorbachev. That photo has appeared at RushLimbaugh.com numerous times. Not all the time, but sometimes his birthmark appears on my forehead. It's the strangest damn thing. Anyway, here's the Gorbachev news. The headline says it all. Mikhail Gorbachev has called for perestroika, a new openness and reform in the West. Former Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev called for a perestroika, a top-to-bottom reform in the West, arguing that the West's current economic model was unsustainable and needed replacement. Commenting on the current global economic crisis, Gorbachev, who presided over the collapse of his country. And that's the right way to describe it. Gorbachev is credited for ending the Cold War. Mikhail Gorbachev presided over the collapse of his country, like Barack Obama is presiding over the collapse of his. And so a man who knows how to collapse his own economy is now advising us on how to collapse ours. He said it was now clear to him that the new Western model was an illusion that benefited chiefly the very rich. He's not talking about Obama's current policies, folks. He's talking about officially ditching capitalism. Said Mikhail Gorbachev, the model that emerged during the final decades of the 20th century has turned out to be unsustainable. This is an op-ed piece in the Washington Post, by the way. Gorbachev wrote it was based on a drive for super profits and hyperconsumption for a few, on unrestrained exploitation of resources, and on social and environmental irresponsibility. Gorbachev then predicted perhaps even greater upheaval down the road, insisted the current economic and social model existing in the West needs replacing. He is endorsing what Obama is doing, tearing apart the greatest economy in the history of the world. Mikhail Gorbachev, who presided over the collapse of his own economy, essentially now endorsing the same steps taken by Barack Obama. I don't know about you. When I have a former communist totalitarian dictator articulating policies identical to those being enacted by a United States president, I get scared to damn death.
Recharge Dad's conservative batteries this Father's Day. Call 800-457-4141 or log on to RushLimbaugh.com to order the Limbaugh Letter, a gift you can't nationalize. You're listening to the EIB Network. Now, an urgent global warming message from Albert Gore Jr.
The more we study global warming, the more we learn. Take cow flatulence, for instance. Recent studies have shown that the abundance of gas from cow flatulence is more dangerous than automobile emissions. So right here on my Tennessee farm, we're studying new holistic farming methods to reduce cow flatulence. We've already stopped the emission of gas from Gertrude here by using nothing but natural cork. Then, we've gently massaged her to reduce stress and anxiety, the root causes of cow flatulence. Now, we'll apply acupuncture to Darn. Lost another one. Well, science is a continual learning process. Can somebody get me a handy wipe? Make that 2.
To protect the state of your health 40 years from now, the New York City Department of Diet and Exercise has recently banned trans fats from restaurant foods. But beware, illegal grease easies are a growing problem.
Hey, this fried chicken stinks. It tastes like...
Trees. Cool, huh? It's pine oil, a new natural trans fat substitute. It's the law.
Stupid law.
Psst. Hey, buddy, want some of the good stuff?
Sure.
Follow me right down this alley.
What's the password?
Rush.
Okay, welcome to the 3rd Avenue Grease Easy.
Grease Easy?
That's right, they're opening everywhere. What the people want, the people get. So what do you want? Fried chicken, donuts, French fries, onion rings?
I'm in heaven.
Report illegal grease easies immediately to the New York City Department of Diet and Exercise. We know what's good for you. Now, more words of wisdom from the Justice Brothers.
What should you say when you put your foot in it?
Or both feet, in public and on camera.
Ask us, the Justice Brothers, to illustrate the kind of difficulty a bad choice of words can get you into.
I recently conducted a test mistake saying that Mormons like Mitt Romney are going to lose because they don't believe in God.
This was only a test.
Of our rapid excuse response system. In seconds, I had a credible excuse from my vast database that know exactly what kind of crap the media wants to hear. All at the touch of a button.
You, Matt, all Republicans are godless.
Now, ain't that better than, who, me?
Not available in Canada or to popular right-wing talk radio hosts who play annoying yet accurate parodies of leftist jackasses.
What do we want?
Excuses.
Where do we get them?
The Justice Brothers.
Hello, I'm John McCain.
Yeah, I know. Hang on. A minute and a half to print one sentence. A minute and a half to print one sentence. Here it comes. Here is that one sentence. What'd you say? It's not the Mac. It's partly the operating system. That's not that. A minute and a half to print one. Anyway, here's the sentence. And this is from the government-run Associated Press. President Obama had a cabinet meeting today. President Obama says that the nation is in a very deep recession, and it will take considerable time to recover. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a bad recession precisely because of President Obama's policies. His policies have deepened the recession, and they are responsible for lengthening it. And his announced solutions today to speed up more government spending with more hiring of shovel-ready jobs and so forth is only going to compound the problem and make it even worse, because none of this will be taking place in the private sector, generated by the private sector, where economic growth and recovery takes place. The question remains, at what point will people who voted for Obama begin to see it this way? I fear it's going to take much longer than anybody thinks. Republican Senator Chuck Grassley says that Obama got nerve to go sightseeing in Paris while telling lawmakers it's time to deliver on a health care overhaul. Grassley, he's the top Republican on the Finance Committee, is key to any bipartisan health care deal. And he's using Twitter out there. By the way, that's what reminds me. I'm getting emails from people. Hey, Rush, I saw your tweet the other day. I do not have an account on Twitter. I think there are 3 or 4 phony Rush Limbaugh accounts on Twitter. I don't tweet. I resist the tug of popular sentiment. Everybody else gets involved in something I purposely don't, but I have no interest in tweeting. So I don't have a Twitter account or a Twitter account, nor a Facebook account, nor any of these other things. So whatever you're seeing supposedly tweeted